stand next to me. Put into my mind subconsciously.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new removable cargo shelf for your Subaru Outback Wilderness. All right, so before we get too far into today's video, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video and every video you will see on the channel, and that is Adventure Rig Shop. Adventure Rig Shop is where you will be able to find this removable cargo shelf along with a whole host of other products for your Subaru Outback Wilderness. The link is in the description, and use the code NOMAD at checkout to save yourself 5%. All right, so a few things to address before we get too far into the video. I have no control over the lighting or the sounds that you may hear going on around me. I am on a trip in California, and I wanted to come out here and visit the guys at CA Tuned because they're always doing super cool, interesting new concepts for all types of vehicles, and they offered to let me take their Grenadier for the day to basically drive it and enjoy it and do the video about the cargo shelf. So what is behind me is the cargo shelf, but it is installed in the Grenadier. This same exact cargo shelf is also available for your Subaru Outback Wilderness, and the link is in the description so you can kind of check it out and get a better idea if you want to look at some pictures. I have not done the install on this product yet. It is at my house in Ohio, which I will be back to in a couple of weeks, so I will do a full install video for you about this product. But today I just want to go over its specifics because there's nothing like this available in the Subaru market at all right now. And that's why I think the guys at CA Tuned and this whole product line that they have developed for the Outback Wilderness meets the needs for a lot of us Outback Wilderness owners. So let's kind of take a look at this shelf. Let's see what it does. I won't be able to show you exactly how it's installed, but the install is very similar. And then you can go about your merry way and watch another video today if you want. So on the Outback Wilderness, this product is installed slightly different. There are braces and brackets to either side on the Grenadier, but on the Outback Wilderness, they are slightly more intrusive because the wheel well is slightly larger. So it's not going to be exactly what you see, but I think the most important part about this shelf is that it is on big slides. So you can pull this shelf out and you can access your gear without having to reach in to the vehicle. You have two blue tabs here that you can pull out on, and that will allow that shelf to slide all the way out. But what's more important and what's best about this shelf, in my opinion, and the reason I'm super stoked on it, is not only is it completely removable, so you can have this shelf in or out. It does not have to maintain or remain inside the vehicle. You can also take it out, flip it upside down, and put it back in. So you'll see that this tray is roughly an inch deep. But if you don't want a tray that has a lip on it, you can simply flip it around and slide it back in the slides. Now, this tray is rated to hold 80 pounds open and 120 pounds closed. I don't know how much more weight capacity you would need, but this will allow you, for me specifically as a photographer, I'll be able to keep my photography gear on top, my camping gear on bottom. I can pull this out when I need it. You can also use it as a place to eat, a place to cook, without having to build some expansive flip out wooden type of contraption to make your camping better. Now, just like the Grenadier, the Outback Wilderness has two plates, molly panels, on either side. So either side of your Outback Wilderness, where the shelf meets the side of the vehicle, there's now a tray and a place for you to tie stuff down. Here we have a fire extinguisher, we have a flashlight, first aid kit, a sleeping bag. That's what's on this one, but you can tie stuff down to this however you want, and you can utilize the side portions and the side sections of your slide out tray, which make it even better because once you flip this thing upside down, this whole space becomes usable, and it's all usable at the same time. So I just thought of this, but when we're camping, and especially when we have my daughter out there and we shut this hatch, if I'm sleeping in the car, I could flip this upside down and make her a bed, and she could sleep up here without any issue whatsoever. that would be super cool, and I might actually try to do that. But for the sake of today's video, I have this tray installed this way, and that's just the way it is. But you can flip it upside down and use it however you want, which is super cool because you can get pretty creative with the way that this thing is used. So another thing to mention for us Outback Wilderness owners is our spare tire is underneath this back platform. And if you need to get to your spare tire, you're still going to be able to do that with this shelf installed. You have enough space to open it, grab your tire out without having to take this out. Or you could take the whole shelf out and you could just grab whatever you needed. So that is probably one of the biggest parts of this that's important, is because that spare tire area is not only used for the spare tire, but in overlanding and camping, there's a lot of other uses for that spare tire carrier, or that spare tire space, especially if you have your tire on a spare tire carrier on the bumper. So it's something to kind of keep in mind and take into consideration. It being removable allows you unfettered access to this entire area. You can just take this out and put it in your garage, and you could use your back hatch as if you wanted to use your back hatch any other day, which makes having this not only multi-purpose but easy to comprehend. When you're talking about spending upwards of $1,000 on a removable shelf, you want to be able to have access to your car in its entirety. All right, so the last little cool feature that I want to talk about is on the top, or in the tray, you have 1/4-20 size holes. So you have 1/4-inch holes that will be perfect for a 1/4-20. So if you wanted to install little hooks so you could use bungee cords, all of that is already there. And if it's not in the exact orientation that you want, you could simply drill a hole for the orientation that best suits your adventure. But overall, I think this is probably, after the winch bumper, or the winch mount, this is definitely my favorite product for the Subaru Outback Wilderness, because the only other thing that's on the market does not function like this, and it does not work as well as this. So I think if you're looking for a way to store more gear, and you're looking for a way to have a multi-purpose and a functional hatch area, this is probably the best way to do it. So if you guys are interested in purchasing the product, use the link in the description below. It helps the channel out immensely, and you'll save yourself 5% by using the code NOMAD. I'm going to go enjoy this car for the day, so I will see you guys on the next one.